Okay everybody, this is a video for Kevin Tucker. He asked me how I got the how I cut in the piece of cutting a notch in a piece of wood for the back of my kit box. If you can remember, it goes at the back like that with a little notch in it down there so the pieces of wood can slot in down there. What I done was I came and borrowed my uncle's trusty little table saw, but the blade doesn't go down any lower than this for some reason. It's only a cheapie. So what I needed to do was I need to cut a notch in this bit of wood all the way down the piece of wood like that. But because the blade doesn't go any lower, and without this piece of, just now this piece of wood onto my work piece of wood to make it higher. So now imagine I've marked the wood like that. But what I've got to do is I've got to cut from underneath. So I've got to cut this section. I've got to cut this section out. So what I do is, I'll show you now. I'll have to stop and start the video, but I'm now going to feed that through and get one cut, and I'll show you that. Come back. Well, there you go. So I just fed that one through once, and that's created that line there. So now I've got to move. I've got to move this back fence across or closer to the blade, depending on where I've got to take it. By the looks of that, I've got to go that way. So I'm going to take the blade, take the fence across, and feed this piece of wood through again. Right, I've just fed that through twice now. Obviously, I was getting a bit close to that nail, so I had to readjust. That's just the nail that I used to nail this bit of wood to the other bit. So that's gone through twice now. Imagine that you've gone up to the line how you want it. Well, I just took that other piece of wood off. That's what I'm left with. It's not very straight, but you can get the idea of how I've done it. And then this middle piece, you just prise out with a chisel, and then you've got your notch. So you just feed this through so many times until you got what you want. Just cut, move it, come across. So you've got the size of the width of the cut you want. I've obviously added that piece of wood on because you can see if the blade would have gone right all the way through that piece of wood, just about. So I had to make the wood wider, or thicker rather. Can you see that? I can't see that. And then that gives you the notch. Obviously if you mark it up right and square and whatnot. This is just a rough bit, but yeah, so then you can put your middle pieces or your tongue and groove or your cladding down there, down the slot. Let me clear that slot out. So I've cleared that slot out. Just feed your obviously, safety Sally, make sure you keep your hands out of the way. See, the piece of wood is far too thick. I would have cut it right through near enough. If that had been a little bit shorter, that bit of wood, that would have cut all the way through. So you just keep moving your fence. I've got to move this fence closer. But you see, you get the idea. Just move the fence and keep slicing it through, and it cuts your groove for you. See the first couple of ones I've done, you can see how that is. And then that's just your... That was me back post for the kit box. And just imagine this piece of cardboard is the centre pieces, and then they just slot them down there like that to make the middle partition. That way, you got the pieces of wood in the middle, rather than nail them on the side and having it look ugly from one side and ugly from the other. It looks neater. I think it looks neater. Alright, that's just a quick demo on how to get that cutting the piece of wood. Just keep sliding the wood through, move the fence across until you get to the distance you want. Then you should be able to just knock all that rubbish out of the middle there, out of the way. Hope that helps you. See you later.